Hello everyone, welcome to TIC Exams, India's first micro-learning platform. In today's session, we will talk about how to prepare for FDA exam, that is First Division Assistant and Second Division Assistant. We will conduct this orientation for you to basically tell you how to prepare for this exam. What is this exam? How many posts are called? What is the salary of this exam? What are all you required to prepare for this exam? What is the syllabus and how TIC exam can help you? So let's start. First of all, as I always say, you need to understand what do you mean by the meaning of the words. So this FDA means First Division Assistant and SDA means Second Division Assistant. This particular post are called by KPSC, Karnataka Public Service Commission. KPSC is responsible to conduct exam for FDA and SDA. Every year, not less than 1,000 posts are called. This year also, combined together, or FDA SDA, you have 2,391 posts. It's not a small thing, by the way. 2,391 posts. In that FDA there are 112, Hyderabad, Karnataka separate, and SDA there are 1,279 posts. And this almost every year. You can say once in 1.5 years, but you can consider this as a 1 year exam. So that's why there is an ample opportunity for the student, for those people who are aspiring for jobs, for those people who are preparing for IAS. When you are preparing for IAS, you can write FDA exam, become FDA, get financially secure, and then write UPSC exam. It's very important that in these conditions, we need to all have a perfect job. That's the reason we are doing this for the first time in Karnataka. We are bringing the quality of IAS exam to FDA preparation. We are not doing any copy-paste work. We are not doing some random video work. We are bringing that IAS level teaching to FDA, SDA exams. Our idea is that when thousands of posts are called every year, why not the student prepare for it? Why not the student go for it? People from rural Karnataka, people from tier 2 cities, people from Bidar, Gulbarga, Bijapur, Bagalkot, Bellary, Davangere, why not they can write this exam? And why shouldn't they write this exam? It's an important exam. When you write this exam, you have a job security. And it may not be that easy exam, but it's not that difficult exam also. So that's why we are doing this orientation for you, FDA and SDA exam, which is going to be conducted by Karnataka government on 24th January. Now when you look at this particular exam, we all know what is FDA, SDA for now. We know the meaning of it, but we need to also understand, okay, what do I get after clearing this exam? When you clear FDA, SDA exam, you get clerical jobs in ministries, in government department. Now you might be thinking, sir, why should I be, working like a clerk? Sir, there is no job, good or bad. I don't know where people have developed this mentality, thinking that clerical jobs are very bad. They are not bad. They are good jobs. They are good jobs. They are the people who work in different ministries. They basically report to KS officers. They report to their seniors. They do the daily job that is happening in government department. You go to Vikas Soda, you go to KPSC, you go to Education Department, you go to PW Department, you go to KPTCL Department, you go to Vidhan Soda. You find these people working all the day and night. That's why these jobs the government call in such a big number. And basically, your SDA reports to FDA, and FDA is basically a superior level. So FDA, SDA, and above that you have seniors, then you have KS, and then you have IS. So that's the reason you should not think that, sir, why should I do clerical job? What is a big deal? I'm doing clerical job. There is nothing called clerical or non-clerical. It is a job. And if you have to do it, you have to basically do it. That's all. Now, the second thing for us is to understand what are the job responsibilities. When you're doing a job, you should also know that what are my job responsibility after clearing this exam. If I go to the post, what kind of work I got. Basically, you need to know the entire procedures. Which file will go to where, who will sign, what is the follow-up on the sign. Let's say there is an education department, the college has applied for a permission. You should know whether the college has all the documents, whether the documents are perfect, whether the regulation is being done, is it illegal, is it legal. So a lot of the circular, the day-to-day jobs are done by FDA guys. You should also maintain your day-to-day records and files of what is coming in, letters, file, license application, that request, this request, forwarding the government order, building a government order, sending it to senior, getting it signed. All that is being done by an FDA officer. You should also basically share files and appeals with higher authority. Then they will sign and then they give the permission. You may not have an authority, but you are the sole person responsible. You are the sole person responsible to basically maintain this file. You need to do this job quickly. You know the problem. The problem with the government department is that they go slow. So it's your job that you take up this FDSDA and then you try your best. You try your best to bring in new innovations in your job. What is the education criteria for it? If you look at FDA, basically, what you need to understand is that when you look at basically FDA, an FDA must have a bachelor degree. He need to be a graduate. He can be graduate from engineering, he can be graduate BSc, BA, he can be a postgraduate, that's fine. He can do any BSc degree, PCM or anything. But he need to have a graduation and a bachelor's degree. It could be anything. It could be anything. There is no percentage criteria. Candidates applying for SDA must have passed 12th standard minimum. They should be of Indian citizenship. That's very important. And as of now, there is no much restrictions on age. So you don't worry. Sir, I am so much old. You can write it. If you are a graduate, from 21 years till 38, you can still write it. You can go on writing this exam. It's not a very big problem. Don't worry about age and everything. See whether you are a graduate or you are still going towards a graduation. You can write either FDA if you are a graduate. If you are not an FDA, you can write SDA exam. What is the age criteria? As I told you, the age criteria is between 21 to 35 years. From 21 to 35 years, you can basically write this particular exam. There is a relaxation if you belong to any obesity category. There is a relaxation if you are belonging to SC/ST category. You have relaxation in terms of age. OBC gets 38. SC/ST till 40 they can write this particular exam. So till 35 years, 21 years you finish your graduation, till 35 years you have the very good opportunity to write this exam and get into the government department. Pay scale. Everyone first wants to know, sir, how much is the salary? Salary, basic pay is somewhere around 27,500. This basic pay, it can get revised. It can get better. Government revises it 6th pay, 7th pay, 8th pay. You will be closely getting total salary of 30,000, including TAD and everything. After deduction, you might definitely get 31 to 32,000. 32,000. You know how difficult it is to earn 32,000 in a private job? When you clear this particular exam, you get 32,000, you get to work in the ministry, you also get to write departmental exam, you can improve your exam, your level, and you can improve you can prepare for UPSC, you can prepare for KS, or you can stick to this job. 38,000 is a good salary. What is wrong in that? Makes sense? Am I making sense? Yes or no? Please tell me. I'm making sense because it's very, very important. It is important. that you need to understand, for some people, being financially secure is very, very important. Not everyone has the luxury of, preparing it again and again and going on jobless for 2-3 years. Some people have financial commitments. Some people have financial issues. So that's why we should write this exam. We should clear this exam. We should start our job and get ourselves a proper government job. How is the examination pattern? It's pretty simple. You have a Kannada paper of 150 marks, which is for 1 hour 30 minutes. Then you have an objective type general English and general Kannada paper. Kannada paper is only for those people who have not studied school in their 10th standard. Or some people might have studied from CBSE and might have taken Kannada as a third language. For them it is must. For those people who have already taken Kannada as a second language in the 10th standard, then they need not have to write this paper at all. Then you have paper that is 2, which is objective types. You just have to tick it. That's for tick exams. Remember always, tick exams, tick exams, tick exams. Okay. So there is a general English or general Kannada. Then same here, for those people who had Kannada as their first or second language, they need not even write paper 1, right? They can directly go to the either general English or general Kannada. And then you have the most important paper. The most important paper, that is general knowledge. Oh, very, very important. 1 hour 30 minutes. 1 hour 30 minutes you have. This is the most important paper because most of the candidates somehow manage this. This is the paper where there is a lot of difficulty. And for those people who think that FD is an easy exam, you write this and you'll get to know. It's not easy. It is not easy at all. For you to write an FD exam, you have to prepare very strong. You have to prepare very hard. 1 lakh, 2 lakh people are writing the exam this year. 2 lakh people. In that 1,000 will get the job. Do not overestimate yourself and do not underestimate the exam. Very, very important. It's not that easy. Believe me. People who are overconfident, every year clerical I can manage. You cannot do that. It's still a difficult exam. It's still a difficult exam. Now, what is the syllabus? What is the syllabus for that Kannada paper? For the Kannada paper, you have grammar, short essays. They give you words you have to write. Translation from English to Kannada, vocabulary, spelling check, synonymous and antonymous. This is for your compulsory Kannada paper. There is one book. You can read that book or you can watch this video lesson on our platforms. We have covered all of this in our platform in TIC exams. We have covered everything. We didn't leave anything. And we have also tried to get you more practice questions. We have covered all of this in our platform TIC exams. For general English and general Kannada, it is almost same, but it is more of objective types. Only ticking. Tick. 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 But in exam, you need not have to tick. You have to basically fill up. Because sir said in TIC exam video, it is tick, it is not tick. You have to basically fill it up. Okay. But we as a, platform, we call ourselves as TIC exams. And then you have your general knowledge paper. The first thing is Constitution of India. We also call this as a polity. Here you talk about fundamental rights, fundamental duties, laws, Government of India Act, NIA Act, UAPI Act, the GST Act, Farms Bill Act, Article 21, 22, 23, 14, 15, 16, 17, DPSP, Directive Principle of State Policy, all that will be a part of this particular thing. Although not to a very difficult level of UPSC, but you still have to mug up a lot. You have to basically read multiple times because there are a lot of questions that are coming on analysis plus factual. Then you have Indian history and culture. A lot of this is about British, Mughal, talks about ancient India, Mauryas, Guptas, Karnataka Chalukyas, Rashtrakutas, Vijayanagar Empire, Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, Mohiniyattam, dances, Yakshagana, paintings. They try to ask factual questions on history as well as your culture. And specifically, they try to more stress on Karnataka history. And then you have general economy and geography of India. Repo rate, what is the repo rate, what is inflation, how to print money, what is GST, what is demonetization, what is budget, what is fiscal deficit, what is revenue deficit, what is effective revenue deficit, what are repo rates, what is bank rate, which bank, what bank, all of this they'll ask. Geography of India, map, capitals, mountains, rivers, geographical features, soil, and they try to concentrate more on Karnataka geography. When you look at our lessons in TIC exams platform, you will see that we have given more stress towards Karnataka geography and Karnataka economy. Karnataka economic survey. They ask questions from that. Karnataka government schemes. Anna Bhagya schemes, Bhagya Lakshmi schemes, Yashaswini schemes, housing schemes, they all ask this. They concentrate more towards Karnataka. Current affairs of Karnataka, laws pass in Karnataka, policy and programs in Karnataka, Karnataka current affairs, the flood problem, the scheme problem, the border problem, Bangalore region, weather, soil, crop, agriculture, which areas, which crop, they ask that. And everyday science. Why sky is blue, why milk is white, why I am beautiful, why you are also beautiful. They will ask this kind of everyday general questions in your basically FDSDA paper. Now, when you look at basically the syllabus, some of you might think, "Arey, what big deal, general knowledge, general Kannada, we can manage." You cannot manage. You have to basically understand that when you look at this particular exam, you have to make sure that you study, you revise, you remember. You study, you revise, you remember. You study, you revise, you remember. We are giving you notes in Kannada as well as English. People who are writing in English, they can refer English notes. People who are writing in Kannada, they can refer Kannada notes. You need to go point by point. We have made notes in that manner only that it should help you. Okay? And every year, this particular Group C exams that we call, they just don't help you for one paper. They help you for PSI, Police Sub-Inspector. They help you for Commercial Tax Inspector. They help you for Excise Sub-Inspector. And any other Group C job, this particular lessons will definitely help you. Now, what are we giving in our TIC exams? Once you register on our website, that is www.ticexams.com, we will provide you live as well as recorded classes. Basically in this format. That is some guy who looks like me. We will explain you each topic in detail in this particular recorded session that is going on. And every time we will record, you will also have live classes, you will also have recorded classes. What we have done is that we have basically divided the topics into 10 to 20 minutes, 12 minutes small videos. Chota. If there is a topic like geography, in geography you have rivers, in rivers you have South Indian rivers, in South Indian rivers you have river Kaveri, in river Kaveri you have Kabini, in Kabini river we have given you a video of 10 to 12 minutes so that our platform should help you. We are not telling you to watch everything on our platform, although we will cover all the syllabus. but the platform will help you whenever you have a doubt. When you look at it, you want to study, you want to finish polity, you want to finish geography, you can do it with the help of our platforms. We will also give you practice multiple choice question both in English as well as in Kannada. And we will also give you an explanation. We will also give an explanation below. We will give an explanation to you. That's the reason you should, join tickexams.com. So that these small MCQs, they will help you in revision. I know this question. I know that question. It helps you in that particular revision. Every day, we will give you these short notes. Every day, we will give you 2 to 3 pages of short notes on your WhatsApp, on your Telegram, so that it helps in your revision. Karnataka map, Karnataka capital, what is good in Bidar, what is good in Bangalore, what is good in this map, that boundary, that fact. Every day we will give you this as a revision. Chota, small details we'll give it to you. We will also give you notes in PDF format. Wherever you want, you take printout. We will give you notes in PDF format in point-wise, bullet, understand, bold, subheading, topic with photos. Full explanation. No need to worry about notes. And I'll be honest, we have not done any copy-paste jobs. From there, from here, mix up, we have not done that grinding job. We have done specific quality work and we will improve. If there are mistakes in our notes, we will agree to those mistakes and we will improve. That I can assure you. We will definitely improve it. And now, sir, you are giving video lessons. Sir, you are giving recorded lessons. Sir, you are giving practice questions. Sir, you are also giving practice notes, short notes. For this, everything you are giving, for all the papers, including General Kannada, including General English, including General Paper, Polity, Economy, Geography, you are giving all of this at what cost? We are giving at 3,500 rupees only. Sir, are you joking? I am not joking. We are giving you this at 3,500 only. And this includes taxes. Plus taxes unto Allah. 3,000-5,000 plus taxes. Sir, one doubt. Yeah, exactly. I got your doubt. You are asking a very good doubt. Sir, is it monthly? Illa, sir. It's not monthly. It is one time. For how many months? 3.5 months. 3.5 months. 3.5 months. That means close to 105 days. Sir, for 3.5 months you are charging only 3,500? Yes, we are charging only 3,500. That's all. Sir, how do I join it? Please go to our website www.tickexam.com and register yourself. Or please WhatsApp your name and number to this WhatsApp number 888-426-0660. You can follow us on Facebook for our daily notes. You can follow us on YouTube for our daily current affairs. We will give you daily current affairs on our YouTube channel. And you can follow also us on Instagram. Kichik type. Okay. So this is what we are giving as a part of Tick Exams. So thanks a lot for helping us. Please WhatsApp to this number your name, number, email ID and city. You can log on to www.tickexam.com or you can visit Facebook, YouTube or Instagram, or you can do anything. You can reach out to us. We are happy to explain you. And please, tick, don't forget to download the app. don't forget to download the app. Our app is ready. We will be start uploading lectures on the app. You will be happy to look at our app. Please reach out to us. Thank you, and I'm extremely sorry for all the background voice. We have just started. Slowly, we will improve. Thank you. Goodbye. Take care.